Hello and welcome to Full Throttle. Today I have Xfinity team owner Bobby Dogger and marketing director. How are you guys doing?
Really good.
Doing well.
So, for starters, tell tell my viewers a little bit about the name SS Greenlight Racing and what that means to you guys.
It's actually a combination of two names that I was just a driver for a team here back when it was called Greenlight Racing. Well, through the years, I ended up buying the team from my partner, owner slash partner, and it became my property. Well, then I teamed up with another team out of the Midwest, out of Indiana, S&S Racing. So we kind of put the SS with Greenlight and just kept both names.
Oh, that's awesome. So tell us, if you can, what is the outlook for 2025 and beyond, please?
Well, the Xfinity series as a whole has gotten a lot tougher the last few years. We were consistently running, we finished 13th in points a few years back, and we consistently could run 15th to 25th. And here in the last year, it's just gotten so much tougher, and budgets have grown. And unfortunately for us, we've not found the sponsorship to let our budget grow. And we've struggled a little bit, and we're back like more closer to 30th in points or so. So we're hoping for next year to maybe land on some new drivers and some new sponsorship and hopefully get back up there solidly in that top 20, closer to maybe 20, 25, and start running a little better.
And I think the consistency is a big thing, right? If we can get a few drivers, where we're not plugging and pushing different drivers every week, it would be great.
Well, in our 14, do you know how many drivers we put in there last year,
I
Tommy?
think we had 9 last year, so
Nine.
moving that down and having some more consistency, to get better feedback from our drivers and all that's going to be definitely one of our goals for next year.
So talk to us about the overlook for this past year. How do you feel your overall year went?
Well, like I said, like we already touched on, the changing of drivers made it tough, and we certainly didn't accomplish our goals for last year. We had a few good runs throughout the year, and unfortunately, had a few DNFs, and that hurt us point wise and stuff. But it was definitely a growing year. We got to run some races with a few new drivers that we're going to probably utilize again this year, and hopefully that'll make it to where we can do a better job this year.
Yeah, so talk to us about your guys' partnership. You guys seem to be really close, and I guess talk to us about what you both do for the team and marketing director and stuff. What type of things are you looking for him, and how much feedback um do you get from him at the
I'll let you take
marketing?
this, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, we don't have a very big front office staff like a lot of the other teams. I work next to Bob every day, and the great thing about working for a small team is, one day I'll be doing social media, the next day I'll be giving shop tours, talking to sponsors. The next day I'll be helping wrap a car. It's the great thing about a small team is that really there's just kind of opportunities to step up. Traditionally, I'd say my role is kind of on the administrative side of doing all of our guests, working with NASCAR as kind of a point person for when they need something from us. I work with our graphic designers to enter our paint schemes with NASCAR every week. And then, of course, doing all of our social media and working with our incredible partners, which this year was a lot of partners. So coordinating all of that is a lot of work and a lot of time on the phone and calling different people and stuff. But to have someone like Bob in my corner is an incredible asset. Some team owners, aren't as hands-on, but I don't think you'll meet a more hands-on owner than Bobby. And he comes into the shop every day with the same energy of trying to make this team a winning program and you know obviously have a lot of work to get there, but having someone like Bob is a great asset.
And most importantly, don't forget you found us a couple sponsors for some races last
Yeah.
year, and that helps make the team stronger.
Yeah. So talk to us about what drivers you're looking at for next year, or the driver you think had the best time in your cars this year.
Well, I definitely say that starts with David Starr. His top 10 at Talladega was really incredible. And, obviously he's older in age, but I mean, for us this year, he was absolutely incredible. And, same with JJ Yeley. Both of them had some really strong runs in the 14, and Mason Massey as well had his 11th at Talladega, I think. So Talladega was a strong track for us this year. I definitely think that the results don't show for Patrick Emmerling. He had a ton of incredible runs that just, lost tires, lost rotors, lost, a ton of stuff where on paper, he might have finished 28th or 30th or something, but was running, up inside the top 20, top 25 all day. And, obviously Myatt Snyder did a couple starts with us and he was great. And, really most of the drivers ran really well for us. We're really proud of them, and hopefully it's just some stuff to build on for next year and fix the mistakes that we did have, and get better for next year.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So so what I guess my next question has to do with you, Bobby. So so uh so what I guess what is the biggest takeaway as the team owner you want people to know SS Greenlight Racing is very serious. And in closing, anything you want to add to next year's program and what you look for your team?
Well, like Tommy said, we're a smaller team, so we don't have some necessarily all the bells and whistles that some of the big teams have to offer. But pretty much the one thing that I do tell my drivers, sponsors, partners is that pretty much every penny that comes in goes directly into making the race cars try to run faster. We try to keep our personnel to the minimum. We don't stay at the most expensive places. We just try to put the money into making the cars better. Engines are a big part of it, and we run Childress ECR motors a lot of times. Just trying to get the performance level up. To stay in the sport, you got to run better than 35th or whatever. And so we've got to keep that bar moving up all the time.
Yeah, and coaching, do you have anything to add, Tommy?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say obviously for next year, we mentioned earlier consistency. I think that's going to be a key word for us. If we can just keep running as many laps as we can, the finishes will be there. And obviously next year, really excited to be on the CW network. And excited to work with them. And we'll see about our drivers. Obviously, we definitely have some stuff in the works for next year, and we're excited, obviously, with the faces we're bringing back and maybe some new ones as well. So. Just can't wait for next year. Daytona can't come soon enough.
Yeah, season gets ended and you guys are always talking Daytona.
Yeah. That's the great thing about being on a team. You're always looking for the next one. You're always looking for the next race, and Daytona kind of being what it is a super speedway race. It's a great opportunity for a team like us that, consistently runs really well on speedways, and for a smaller team, those are definitely opportunity races for us to build some strong points going into next year.
Well, listen, thank you to both of you for taking your time and coming on Full Throttle. And this has been Full Throttle with Justin Putzer. Goodbye, everyone.